I mean, I knew you did the coaching. I knew you did the podcast and the run club. I thought that was like your full-time thing. I didn't realize you had like an actual 9 to 5 full-time job.
It's so funny because most people tell that to me. They're like, wait, training's not your full-time job. And it's so funny. And I also even sometimes do a little bit of coaching, like virtual coaching on the side too.
Oh, nice.
So I guess I do coaching a little bit with that virtual training. But yeah, it's funny. I've always had a corporate full-time job in the health and wellness industry and then a side hustle. And I think that I love my side hustles so much and I'm so passionate about them. And I do love my full-time jobs too. So it works, but it's not easy,
Yeah.
Again, the sleep is going, but I think this year I'm like, goal is to get 7 hours. And this week we got one night with 7 hours.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I got 6.5 last night, Jeremy.
Hey, that's closer.
We are getting there. Monday night I got 7, but I tried like Sundays. I try to catch up.
Yeah. Do you feel better, I'm assuming, when you get like over 7 hours?
Yeah, of course. If I get 7, I do feel like I'm good. And honest, I'm one of those people that I used to teach some 6 a.m. classes. And everyone was like, you are such a morning person. I go, no. You can be anything you want to be, but I am not a morning person. I would teach 6 a.m. classes and I was exhausted and I would get no sleep because I'm a little natural night owl over here. So I now just teach after the workday so I can be human.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a work in progress.
Well, no wonder you don't get much sleep. Like, I mean, you just do so many things.
Yeah. And then also content, right? Like making content's a full-time job. So you try to do a little bit of it all. Something has to give, but I'm trying to balance that wheel of life.
Do you feel like you want to eventually make all these side hustles into like your full-time thing and leave that 9 to 5?
I love my 9 to 5. I love I love the company. I think, and I love how it's in my lane. Eventually, one day, I would love to start something of my own and keep inspiring people and really bringing my passion more to life.
Yeah. What's stopping you from doing that now?
Oh, I think, morning starting and deep. I love it. I think that, I mean, it's scary, right? Like corporate job, even financially, you have a salary, you have like that backbone support. I think a lot from your family, thinking that's like the norm to be a corporate world. And I admire you so much for taking the leap. I know you were going to go to law school and that whole thing. So, I think it's scary. And I think I've thought about it many times. I think it's coming though in the future. But for right now, I feel good where I'm at. But in the future, I definitely will one day make that jump, and you inspire me as well.
That's awesome. I hope that's like one of my real true passions in life is like encouraging people to make that jump.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like there's definitely some security that comes with a 9 to 5 job, and the consistency is nice, and it's like it's reliable. Mm-hmm. But if there's something else that you would rather do. Mm-hmm. It's like, why not do it? But so I get it. It's hard. Yeah. And I was definitely like, I've had 9 to 5 jobs. So it's definitely, I know what it's like.
Yeah.
But if you need any more of a push, just talk to me because I'll encourage you.
I appreciate it. I've been through it, like in the corporate world. The fitness industry is so volatile. I got laid off from a different corporate fitness company during COVID, and like, it wasn't me, I was COVID, So that was super unfortunate. And I think that there's been so many ups and downs behind the scene that I've gone through in my corporate life, and have always gone back to like what has allowed me to kind of just still feel good and still feel like I have this thing behind me is all my side hustles have kind of kept me going, and that passion keeps rolling.
If somebody wanted to make fitness, they're like, I would say you've made fitness your life. Mm-hmm. Like if they wanted to coach people, if they wanted to like do group coaching or lead a run club, like what advice would you have to somebody who's like, I love working out, I love fitness, but I just don't know how to make it into like more of a full-time thing,
like a routine?
Yeah, I'd say routine / like make money in fitness, I guess. Because I feel like so many people, there's like so many fitness influencers and stuff. You're like, oh, I'd love to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Is that a good question? Would that make sense?
Like to become a creator or to like just get into...
I mean, like, because I feel like everything you do is around fitness.
Yeah, like just get into the scene of it.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that there's like so many different aspects of fitness. I think in terms of like, I think first tapping into like who you are and not trying to be like anyone else. I think on the creator end, like, yes, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Like there's a lot of things you can emulate, but also tapping into what your message is, like what your why is. And that could be the same as what your why is in fitness or maybe different. And then what kind of message you want to send out there. So I think kind of like building the foundations and then also tapping into who your ideal audience is. What do they look like? What do they want to feel when they see your content? Right? That kind of thing. So I think just like tapping into kind of like your why and like maybe journaling about it or whatever it is and like the things you love and kind of go from there. Maybe that looks like a podcast. Maybe that looks like just your own routine in fitness. Maybe that's going to take you to a corporate job in the health and wellness industry. So I think really tapping into that. And yeah, and it can even be like a side thing. It doesn't have to be anything crazy.